What's up, everybody? Brothers, sisters, psychonauts, and seekers of truth. It is Ananka, and welcome to my bazaar. Today, I have a diphenhydramine chirp report for you. The title of this chirp report is Getting Drilled Too Far, and was submitted to Erowid in 2008 by the user Hiss. With all that being said, let our story begin. A few months ago, I had an overwhelming experience with this substance, taken as generic Benadryl. I wrote this soon after it happened. It was a snowy, windy night. I went over to Jay's house to spend the night. We had planned on taking the drill, as we called it. We hadn't had much experience with it before this. Me twice, him once. It was mysterious to us. The time before we had taken it together, we took 15 pills. We had cloudy, electrical visuals form over everything, and felt very stoned. Time passed so slow it was mind-blowing. But we didn't see anything other than the electric jelly. This time, we were ready for a full-blown visual fiesta. His parents were out for the night, to return probably after the bars closed around 2. At 9 p.m., we swallowed 30 each. Only 15 minutes later, we were feeling the sleepy heaviness come on. We played some Perfect Dark, an N64 game, and waited. Soon things get a little blurry in the memory. All of a sudden, Jay is looking at me through the outside window. It is winter, and I react feeling slightly concerned at first. Then he disappears. I run out the door to look for him and see all these people having a barbecue outside. There was about 7 guys standing around a grill trying to keep warm. It was dark, so I could only see their outlines. An eerie sight. I don't remember this scene appearing to me as very odd, though. It just was. I walked over and asked a guy if he saw Jay. He shook his head. I turned around and walked to the back of the house, and there he was. I said, "Jay, get back inside, it's pretty cold out." He looked at me and said, "Cold as ice," and kept saying that over and over. Then he disappeared into thin air. That did seem weird to me, and I became scared. I ran back into the house, tracking slushy snow and mud in with my socks, and see the real Jay smoking a joint on the couch. I said, "Cool, your parents let you smoke that?" Maybe I was thinking they were home. He said nothing and passed it. It went through my fingers and landed somewhere on the couch. "Shit, we might have a fire if we don't find that," I say. Jay gets up and leaves, as I keep searching the couch. Under it, through the cushions. Then an image I will never forget. I see a shadow form on me, so I turn around. It's Jay, standing there with a fire extinguisher, pointed at me and the couch. I don't have a chance to move. He blasts the couch, and the white freezing cold cloud and slush gets me too. He doesn't stop spraying until the whole couch is covered in a white foamy frost, and the fire extinguisher only had tiny chunks left to sputter out. A few globs stuck to my arm, and it felt very numbing. I am confused and have bad vibes at this point. I also can't seem to stop coughing. I look up, and Jay is gone. There is a jelly substance that glows with many different images on the floor, as I crawl towards the bathroom. I see pictures of the end of the world, which is a huge war. Images of flowers and brightly colored random objects. I get to the bathroom and sit on the toilet trying to piss. I feel waves of intense, oblivious confusion. Things don't seem right. I start to piss and it feels very warm. Then realize I hadn't taken my pants off. I kept going anyways. And wow, I sure did have to piss a lot. It even got to my socks, which were already muddy and wet. I crawl to Jay's room up the stairs. I'm pretty sure I was crawling everywhere because I didn't have the coordination to stand. I lay on his bed and ask the darkness what is going on. What is my purpose? Jay opens the closet door, startling me. You are here. So am I. Let us travel, he said. Jay had been hiding in his dark closet. In here, I can see the glowing red if I drop a joint. Then blankness as far as memory goes. Next, we are woken up to yells and screams. His parents had come home, so this was probably around 2 a.m. I was laying in the hallway right outside of Jay's room. Jay is on his floor. I feel very dizzy, but seem to be more sober mentally. Jay yells, I'm okay, it's okay. Well, it wasn't. There was mud everywhere from our socks. The house was cold because of a door left open. The couch was all messed up from the fire extinguisher, and the fire extinguisher itself was thrown through the glass end table, shattering it all over the floor. In Jay's room, there was some strange rearranging of objects, such as his lamp and clock in his closet, and the blinds torn off the window, all bent up, lots of damage. His parents bought our story that we took lots of Benadryl after reading on the internet it could make us see things. But this didn't make them less mad. Jay had to get a second job to pay for the $200 table and $100 in cleaning money for his mom. We no longer had to worry about the missing joint, since we realized there never was one. It was a confusing but fascinating to think back on misadventure. I sometimes laugh when I think of the fire extinguisher thing, but at the time, it was an unpleasant experience. Benadryl made me see things and people that aren't there, but that doesn't make it fun at all. I've never touched the stuff after this, and never will, simply because it's lousy feeling on the body, and there are more mind-expanding things out there. Don't take it for any reason other than a cold, unless you want to gamble with chance and trouble. Benadryl is what I'd call mind-dulling or mind-slushing, because my brain doesn't work right at all. It drills into my brain and smashes it into a bunch of randomly connecting, firing chunks of misplaced neurons. All right, everyone. That is the end of our story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Share with us your DPH experiences down in the comments below. Check out the other videos and playlists on my channel, and I will see you in the next one, fam. Deuces.